Oh yeah.
Because the abyss is pretty much where all the wicked reside at, and that's all they address. And another thing you notice in this society, see, you gotta pay close attention when they calling out names and words. We live over here in what they call the USA, and this what I have observed over here in the USA, which stands for United States of America. Ain't but two lives on this planet important. They call them the American people and Israel. Them the only two lives important. You ever notice anything go wrong and somebody get a hostage? They call say, is it American lives or Israel? Ain't nobody else life important. And see, that's Satan himself. Then I just read it said Allah loved all his creation. And here, out of all the countries, ain't but two countries important. I just want to point that out. That's hatred. Somebody done beat me out. Call me
And hatred won't enter paradise.
one.
You know, paradise is paradise, and hatred is hatred.
Yeah,
So where hatred is born from, paradise is not born from.
that's correct.
And so Islam is paradise.
Right on.
And so it's not born from anything else.
That's right.
And so once we understand the true foundations of Islam, now we understand that Islam is paradise. And this is why we had paradise in America. As you probably call it, the Garden of Eden, as some people, that's the only sense they have of understanding location.
I'm glad you pointed that out.
But they don't know how to connect it.
That's right.
And this is what Islam is for. It's for the connection of all things.
Yeah.
And so, like, just the connection of, like, where you live. Like, no one lives in whatever state they call it.
That's right.
No one lives in whatever state or name a man gives it.
Right.
So we don't live in the United States of America.
That's correct.
That's what they told us.
I'm glad you pointed that out.
Islam says different.
That's correct.
Islam says you live in Allah.
Right on.
So if you understand that, now all things should be more understood. That everything that's happening is due to a point of the people who
set up shop.
Are allowed. How are people allowed to do this in your own home? Most people wouldn't allow a stranger to come in their home and ramshack it, go through their refrigerator, and get bullied out their own house. Now take the house as your land. So how did older people keep getting bullied to the point that someone come in their house, ramshack their refrigerator, tell them when to use the bathroom, when not, use their remote, take over your whole house, including all your property, and say none of this belong to yours.
That's right.
All this belong to me, and now it's mine under the United States of America. And now that's the narrative.
Yes, indeed.
Now whose narrative?
His.
Because that's not a narrative of love.
No, sir, Bob.
So love is Allah.
Right on.
So any act of love is from Allah. So an act in such nature is a sign of hatred.
That's right.
So that hatred is showing you that it's people that live a life of self-hate, self-ignorance, and self-deception.
Right on.
And so these people are actually living on earth. And so they said that they gonna take them people to hell with them.
That's correct.
In the good book, it tells them that the 1/3 will be dragged down with them, and those who come in his net will be cast to Hades.
That's right.
So when we talking about this is in their text, it's telling them this is why what you explaining, everybody is going to that place.
Yes, indeed.
You connect to it by names, thoughts, words. And if this is all in one mind space, as one leaves or transitions as a baby from a child to a teenager, from a teenager to adult, from adult to a now human spirit, then these things can't take place. These is the reason why we have to understand people have came in our house and have now claimed our house as their very own.
Yes, indeed.
By claiming that you not of this, but they of this. So now you don't call yourself American, but you call them
American.
When you know clearly they're European.
That's right.
And so no European on dilly white squash in America.
I heard that saying before.
Islam is America.
Right on.
America way is Islam.
Right on.
All the Americans are Sufians.
Right on.
But this has been untold because the people who came in our house and raided it. As it said, if you are asleep, you don't know when the thief come in. So if we was asleep, meaning lacking knowledge of self, this is why we in the tradition now that we learning knowledge of self. Because this is what made us lose our paradise.
Right on.
Because it's been hijacked. And the way we lost it is through name and principles. We call on words that don't belong to our forefathers. America belongs to us.
Right on.
Americans belongs to us.
Right on.
United States belong to Europeans.
Right on.
Anything British owned is called United States.
That's right.
United States is a corporation.
Right on.
That has nothing to do with a landmass.
That's right.
That is a boat on a water dock. United States is a boat on a water dock.
Right on.
America is the land.
That's right.
So when we talking about the law of the land, the law of the sea, and the law of the air don't belong to no United States of America. There's only one only true divine creator.
That's right.
And from that beginning point, everything lesser manifests.
Right on.
So law don't begin with man. Law begins with nature. And we in the nature of Allah.
Right on.
And so we have to understand there's two. This is why we get in the Sufis.
Right on. And I want to point one thing, speaking of the enemy coming in your household and taking over your children. He's so slick. He's slicker than an oil slick. Just look what he done with just 3 numbers. They call it 9. Just dial 911 and he'll be on his way to take care of your household. He gonna do it, not you. And then set up shop that your own children can dial that number on you. Just look at the codes and the policies in these old crooked laws. They ain't law, legalities and codes and statutes and policies. That's all that is. These policies that destroy you if you don't wake up. Brothers and sisters out there in internet land. Wake up! I'll close on that. Let's see what we call.
And so there's a misconception of heaven. We think heaven is a paradise. See, paradise, as we finna see, is an understanding that you finna receive. Mm-hmm. Paradise in our American language is Jannah. Jannah. You might have heard it as Al-Jannah. Al-Jannah. The paradise. One, O you who believe, let it be said. What's to be said? As Salam. This is what paradise is as Salam. So now you understand what Salam means. Salam means the peace. Salam means the source of peace and safety.
Peace and safety?
Peace and safety. Mm-hmm. And also Salam means the place of the Savior.
Wait a minute now. Whoa. And bombs and guns going off? And we hear every neighborhood and every city that you can't find no peace nor safety.
So when things are as Salam, that is when it is Salam. So when we have is Salam, that's because we have as Salam, as Salam. This is the place
paradise
of the Savior. And from the Circle 7 of Noble Drew Ali, on the 6th page, it tells us the only Savior.
Oh, yes.
And we're talking about the place of the Savior.
Come on with it.
The only Savior of the world is love.
Ooh-wee.
So this is very important if we look to have peace and safety. We need to understand the source.
Beautiful.
Salam is the source. Of peace and safety. So when Jesus said peace be unto you, Jesus was not a Jew. Jesus was not a Christian. Jesus was exactly the same what Abraham was.
Right on.
What Jesus is, Abraham was.
Beautiful.
And what Abraham was, Jesus is.
Beautiful.
And Abraham is a Muslim. And every Muslim follow Abraham. And Abraham's way is the Sufyan, Islam. The way of the pure. So as we have covered with Abraham, we know who the Holy Covenant was made with.
Yeah.
Who Allah spoke to as Genesis recorded. And so it was said earlier, some believe not in Islam. Well, to not believe in Islam is to not believe in your Creator.
That's right.
The Creator created Islam. And Creator is all wise. So to discredit anything that you have no understanding of is to curse your Creator in your ignorance. And that's what it tells. Do not curse your Creator in ignorance, through your ignorance. Because this is what has happened. Through our ignorance, we have cursed ourselves. And now we are living this tumultuous time. But peace has nothing to do with tumultuous. Peace is peace. Peace is nothing. No disturbance. And that word on the land is salam. And salam is what? The 47th name. This is how important. The 47th name of Allah. The infinite, the unique, the all-knowing.
Oh, wow.
So when we say our Creator loves all His creations, this is why the Creator is called Allah.
Look at that. Oh.
Because the Creator loves all.
Oh, y'all.
His creations. Uh-oh. Is that a specified? His creations. So is McDonald's Allah's creation? Or is the existence that you living in Allah's creation? Just want to make sure we have clear discernment.
Right on. And look what everybody go do. Just all these places that's been created by the hands of man. That's where they focus at, and that's where they want to go work at. And not the source itself, not the place itself, and not kill yourself. You're going to elect yourself for somebody else.
And so now that we should have as an understanding as a community that Allah is all, and all is Allah. We must understand infinite. We are living in infinite. But this is the thing that was told. Without Islam, no finite mind can comprehend things infinite. And that's important. All law is infinite wisdom. And this is our Creator. 4, the spiritual place of splendor, grace, and peace.
Ooh, the spiritual place.
Yes. Yes,
It didn't say Georgia and Mississippi and Alabama.
Yes. That's all not real.
Louisiana.
Right. It's fiction.
Ooh.
But see, self want to ignore this.
Yeah.
See, and this is why the situation persists itself, and now truth has to be
right on.
Revealed. Because it has always been here in plain sight.
Yeah.
But now our minds are so combobulated. It's discombobulated from wrong knowledge.
That's right.
And so now we getting right knowledge, which is right wisdom.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
So this is a spiritual place when the great elder, the great Muiz, just read in Sufa 56 that the abyss is a place.
Sure is.
So you have two places.
It sure is.
And one place is darkness.
Glad you pointed this out.
Filled with nightmares and etc.
Right on.
The other place is a spiritual place.
Ain't that beautiful? Come on with
And
it.
it says of splendor.
Many splendid things.
Many. We talk about paradise here.
Yes, indeed. And can I say this right here? Because when we refer to these other places and locations like Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi in the south and all the way to the north, they don't put nothing, the name spiritual, on any of these places. Not one spiritual in front of any of these locations. I just wanted to point that out.
There has to be an aspect of a law for it to be spiritual.
Beautiful.
That's
Beautiful.
His creation.
Beautiful.
And
Beautiful.
so, describing this spiritual place, we got to look up the etymology. The word splendor means. Splendor means radiance.
Radiance.
This spiritual place has a radiance. Isn't that the opposite of darkness?
Right on.
And what was read about the absence of light? Well, this is full of light, called radius or the pleroma.
Beautiful.
And it's also a spiritual place of great brilliance. This is what the etymon of splendor is.
Yes, indeed.
This is also the spiritual place of a source of magnificence.
Beautiful.
Or excellence.
Beautiful.
Brightness.
Beautiful. And no wonder our sisters look so beautiful and look so good and so radiant.
This is why. Paradise.
Paradise. My.
A spiritual place. So only spiritual wisdom can drive you to a spiritual place.
Right on. Right on.
So 5, the united heaven.
Oh. United?
Yes, this spiritual place is the united heaven.
Wait a minute.
I heard earlier the United States.
That's what caught my attention. Wait a minute.
So we know now the United States stole.
Oh.
This is what I said. They always mimicking Islam.
Look up here.
And I have the documents to prove that this land is not founded on Christianity.
Uh-oh.
It can't be, because Christianity come after Islam.
Right on.
It don't come before.
Right on.
As we was told, it was. The Holy Quran come after the Holy Bible, but the Holy Quran is not the sacred text of Islam. The Holy Quran is the Hadiths. So the true name is Al-Sufyan. And so in the Al-Sufyan, it's called the United Heaven, not the United States. And in the United Heaven, this is where all angels and all spirits reunite. This is what has been the grand mystery by Masonic secrets.
Boy, it's getting interesting now. I hope everybody out there in internet land listening.
Oh yes, they hear it and they will hear it, and the people who Allah prescribed, hey, it's for. But the duty is done is by making the knowledge known.
Yes, indeed. And it's been known this day.
And this has been known since 610. But now we just coming to know it in 2023. So look how long, over 1,000 years, they've been spreading the United States.
Yeah.
Separating the United Heaven.
Yeah.
But actually mocking and blaspheming the heavens.
Yeah. This
is a spiritual place. This is a united heaven of all angels. Not some.
Right on.
Not many. We saying all.
All angels.
Repeating the words of Allah. All angels and all spirits. Number 6, the reuniting. That's a beautiful word. We know unity is the grand order of the day.
Right on.
And we talking about unity means reuniting.
With loved ones, beautiful.
The spiritual places where you will be reunited.
Beautiful.
With loved ones and resolution of all regrets. That's a solution, resolution.
Right on.
That's the remedy.
That's the remedy. Beautiful. Beautiful. You know, I can't help but just thinking about yesterday. How all of us got together. It's just like a reunion, a reuniting. Not just for food though, but for a good cause. And now, let's take away the food and let us reunite in spirit and in truth. And let's make this a good Thanksgiving. Because this the beautiful part right there, what you just said. And pointed out crystal clear. This the remedy.
It's the remedy.
It's the remedy.
It's Salam. It's the remedy.
And
for all
set
spirits.
aside yesterday to get together somehow, some way. And getting together for the first time. And I heard some people saying that the first time the family got together, and this what I was hearing from Kiola when she was saying that this the first time that, and she managed to get all of them together. See, this is it, but this ain't gonna just be for Thanksgiving and the food, but the spiritual aspect, what I'm trying to say. Just the real deal here now.
That's why when people see you, they got to see Islam.
Beautiful.
If not,
beautiful,
then you ain't doing your virtuous deeds.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Because people should see and be able to
That's right.
reflect
That's right.
the character that you give out.
That's right. Your radiance, what you was reading earlier.
Yes, your radiance.
You see this.
Yes. This is what a Sufian Muslim is. It's the highest intelligence walking on the plane of things made manifest. And so we have to understand this is a gift.
It is.
Just like the land is a gift.
It is.
The water is a gift. The air is a gift. The words of our Creator is the most important gift. We shall not live by bread alone, Esau said.
Come on with it.
Esau said, we shall not live by bread alone.
Come on.
But by every word.
Come on. True.
Yes, every living word. See, because everything a Sufian speaks is a living word.
Living word.
Because a Sufian has the Sufian language from Allah. This is a beautiful time. 7, a reflection of our obligations in this world.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
This is why you must have us be seasoned in meditation. Because meditation is a reflection. And just like meditation, you're not going to participate in this experience without having the ability to be able to reflect.
Right on. Right on.
So this has to be done every day by you reflecting on your own life. How did I do today?
Yeah.
How many words did I say that was good? How many deeds did I put forth that was good today? These things you have to reflect on in life in order for you to be virtuous.
Beautiful.
To have the wisdom of Allah.
Beautiful.
Because you are responsible.
Beautiful. If we would just do that, son, what you just said, reflect on what we do today.
Yes.
What we say today.
Yes. What we got done.
What our intention is today.
Yes.
Are they good?
Yes.
Intention, or are they bad?
Yes. Did we carry them out or did we leave them idle? It says a Sufian Muslim concerns himself with his manner of approach to every day. How do we approach every day? Do we look at that the same? Because there's no 2 days are the same.
No, it's not.
So your mind can't be as it was yesterday.
It can't be.
That's called stunting your growth.
Grow right on.
Or slowing down or retardation.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't want to slow the plant down from growing. Because that'll stunt its growth.
Yep.
And so now in 8, it says, Salam is also a right. A right of all who respect and serve the true laws of Allah.
Man, you know what, son? Just hearing that and what you just read, this is why when the police stopped you, and just before you done violated something that he done concocted, this the first thing he said. He'd tell you, you're right. You have the right. See, this is what he know. When we don't even know our rights. You know why? You're too busy practicing wrong and living wrong. Anybody got to remind you of your rights and you don't even already know it? I just want to say that today because of what you just read about a right.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
A right given to you by Allah. A divine right. True law.
Yeah.
True laws of Allah. Not the one concocted. But the true law.
The true laws.
Think about that. True law.
The true laws of Allah. Allah would never set us in any other way but in the truth.
No.
This is what he was saying when I say he, Esau.
Yeah.
Esau was saying that the truth will set and make you free.
Make you free.
But you got to know the truth.
Ooh-wee.
Meaning you got to know Allah. This is what he is saying. So Islam been around since Jesus been around. But it was under not the name of Islam. The name Islam came through who Jesus said who will bring his teachings. Jesus' name was always Esau. On the American soil, since we got it from Europeans, they said it was Jesus.
Yeah, they said it.
And so when they gave us their book, they published and printed, it said the word Jesus in it.
That's right.
So it make it look like it's truth. But before Jesus came, there was Esau. And this is why Esau, and this is why Muhammad put Esau's name in the teachings. Because Esau, Lam, is the teachings of Esau.
Right on.
Esau pointed us to Allah, which pointed us to Abraham, which gave us the whole gift. But our people don't know this on the land because they too busy being deceived by spirit, by deceptive spirits.
Right on.
These people want our land.
Mm-hmm.
And how are we going to let people who are not even from this land, if I see in my time bombs dropping on this land, we don't ever let someone who not from our land drop bombs on our land.
Right on.
They done already came in pilgrims. So you saying the people finna let these people, by not standing up in Islam, by being scared over superstition. These people now have not just took all your property, took all your resources, but now have made these products and resources into weapons. And weaponizing your resources to harm you. And you want to keep serving the false laws of the false God. This is where the rubber meets the road with stronger minds, which is for Islam, and you got weaker minds, which disrespects all life. So we are in the form of what Abraham was in the form of. And that's purity. That's love. And that's love divine. And this is what we have as the Sufyan. Al-Sufyan. Allah's Sufyan. The AL represents Allah. And so this is what was took from Al-America, or the Al-Dukan, the Al-Murab Dukan.
Right on. Beautiful said.
The Moorish Americans.
Come on with it.
This has been hate and hidden by Freemasons. Freemasons have thought they have been free to do as they please, to run around the land, creating constructs of thought patterns to now disrespect the land, the people, and the love of the divine creator.
Right on.
And through searching that light, the key's been in the wrong hands.
Yes, indeed.
Now that the key's in the right hands, let's see what transpires. Because it's telling us all have a right of all who respect and serve the true laws of Allah to enter paradise.
Right on.
But that person must respect. That's what it said. That person must respect. And that person must serve.
Serve. Respect and serve.
So when you hear Muhammad say, I am a servant.
Right on.
And nothing more.
That's what he's talking about.
We're not talking a serving man. A servant to man. He tell me to go there and I go there. He point there and I go there. No, we talking about Allah points.
That's right.
And self does. This is what it is called when it calls to serve the true laws of Allah.
And look at the wicked peoples on this land. Want you to bow down to them and become a janitor and a butler to serve them and driving Miss Daisy. See, this the kind of brainwash that they know hypnotize us under. And we think we supposed to be working for them and serving them and going to their job. No. No, not.
And that's what they have did. They see Islam is a brainwashing. Whatever they gave us as from European, that is a brain dirtying. They have dirtied our brain with their doctrine of sin.
Yes, indeed.
Sin is the most dirtiest, unclean, filthy doctrine to ever live by. As a belief that you was born in this. I'm born from Allah. I'm not born in no doctrine.
Beautiful.
This is from Allah. I, Sufyan, loves Allah's magnificent.
Beautiful.
Is what Islam is.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Islam, Sufyan, love Allah's magnificence. Mm-hmm. This is Allah's world we in.
Sure is.
Not man's world, even though peace be upon James Brown.
That's who said it and wrote it. That this is a man's world. That's what he said. And it took off.
It took off.
I remember just as good.
Because look who was behind them.
And everybody talking.
Because look who were behind them. It wasn't the poor folks. It wasn't the people without radio stations. It wasn't the people without studios. It wasn't the people without cars. It wasn't the people without stadiums. Mm-hmm. It wasn't the people without arenas. So who was these people? The same people today.
That's right. I know.
That's called your merchants.
That's right.
So
the
these people.
Yes.
Yes. These people been known Islam, been on the land for a long time. But through pseudo knowledge, which is wrong knowledge, this is what we have. Mm-hmm. Everybody on the land of America used to say salam.
Ain't that something?
This is powerful for us to understand. And this is what has transpired through European. Remember, you do your pilgrimage. The European came to our divine land. What land is more divine than America? That accept all cultures.
All culture. The melting pot.
That the original people who made from the Creator don't put up a fight. Allow you to indulge on spacious land. Opportunity. Give you the glory and the hope. And since we know that the Creator creates, this is why things happen. But also we understand that the Creator creates. But the most important thing that the Creator created was wisdom. And then that's where we'll find that every day is a test. So as a people of America, a large amount of people have failed the test of Allah. By giving in.
Right on.
See, it was a covenant that these people on the land of America would never give in. No matter how hard you push, put their feet to the fire, these people so divine, they would never turn on their Creator. And this had to be tested. These people, y'all call Europeans, had to test this to see for themselves, are these people that divine? And so the test been on. And so now everything is being revealed. The test was from the Freemasons. Coming from one landmass to another landmass. Coming from Africa, when I say a landmass, to America. They not born from America. They born from Africa. All Europeans are born from Africa. They not born from America. Only we are distinctly the born from America. Ain't no other people from America. It's only been two land masses, and that's Africa and America. And that was a Pangea.
That's right.
But ever since the volcano of Great Mexico that split the Atlantic Ocean, now we have Africa sitting over there on the west. And now we on the east in America.
Same land.
It's the same land, but they didn't come from here. We came from here, and this is what Islam came from. And this is where Abraham was born from. This is what's been, no other land is the milk and honey.
That's right.
Where else is they getting milk and honey from? Where else do every person in the world want to be and come to?
Come right here.
When you see other cultures act, what they want to act like? Why they want to act like the American? Swagged out flavor. Because they like Islam, but see, this is what celebrities, people in the entertainment field, they all know this behind closed doors.
Mm-hmm.
They all worship behind closed doors. Mm-hmm. But see, the thing they worship now is coming to the light.
Yep.
They have been cloaking themselves. Mm-hmm. And now it's being revealed. Mm-hmm. And now through this revealing, this is where the people wake up and come out of sleep.
Yeah.
See, and once we know how to come out of sleep, it's already been here. Mm-hmm. That's what the word Islam is. You come out of sleep into the marvelous light.
Beautiful.
Or should I say the spiritual splendor.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And I would just like to address something to number one when it was said, let it be said, mm-hmm. as salam. Mm-hmm. Fast forward. Tell me what you hear today over here. When somebody address you when they first see you, whether it's morning, afternoon, or evening, they will say, good morning. Or after 12, good afternoon. And in the evening, they say, good evening. See how everything been changed? That ain't what we're supposed to be saying. We're supposed to be saying this right here, what you just said.
Yes. This was the greeting on the land.
So now you practice Buenos noches, the Hispanic way, which means morning, evening, afternoon. Mm-hmm. I just want to point that out because we got to get back on the right path.
Yes.
The right word, yes. The right saying.
Yes. Yes, and it's here now. It's coming. Now when people say their greetings to you, you say your greeting. You don't say their greeting.
What they say, you say yours.
You say your family tradition, your principles in their name.
That's good practice.
They've been here before us. Mm-hmm. They put language down.
Yeah.
So just to leave our Sufyan language and to come just to English language as the Sufyan don't exist, is to say Allah don't exist. Because Allah don't exist in the English language, y'all. Do y'all recognize that?
Oh.
Allah don't exist in the English language.
That's why we don't hear it. That's right.
So when we come into the understanding, they replace that with God.
Yeah.
And then A for apple.
Yeah. Beautiful.
So they know these things. But inside the apple, that's where you find the gift. It's the 5-pointed star. Arm, leg, arm, head represent Allah. That's why they tell you A is apple. But you have to have a great education. Islam education from the Sufyan. To have it all right and exact. Any other Islam before coming of the Sufyan has been pointing us to the direction of perfect Islam. Is the perfect way of life. Yep. Is that perfect way of life.
That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Yes, that's why they said, be perfect as your master in heaven.
Right on. That's what they're talking about.
Yes, those are deep teachings of Islam. Mm-hmm. But in today's time, this is why the manifestation has to come. Because people have diluted Islam to what the Holy Quran has said. Mm-hmm. Or they have diluted Islam to what the Nation of Islam has said. Yeah. But none of them has equally matched what Noble Drew Ali has said. Mm-hmm. And he didn't say that the black man is God. Those not his words.
No, he did.
He says the thoughts of Allah cannot be circumscribed.
That's right.
Man is a thought of Allah. Mm-hmm. And all thoughts of Allah are infinite. Right on. So understanding thought is better than man. Because man been serving man and he ain't got nowhere but damn.
That's right.
But when we're talking about the sons or the Sufians of Allah, this is what Islam has become. Islam has become now what it was original. Originally, it always been self-knowledge.
Right on.
And this is why knowledge of self community exists. In its most pristine form of what Islam represented, and that's what it represented, was a knowledge of self. And those who are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, lack of knowledge of self, shall perish. Meaning go to the abyss. Not perish as in paradise. See, because they'll use those words since they have these lexicons now. So they know paradise is a real word, so they'll make words to mimic that word.
There you go.
And then have you speak it or wear shirts that says it.
That's right.
But you think it's a positive word when you actually are being a deceptive spirit.
And I like to point this out, what you were saying about what they said, that the black man is God. Or why you put the word God there and not Allah? And then why did you use the word black? See, we got to be real careful here.
Yep, that's what wisdom will do.
We're talking about a thin line. Because now you're using color, crayon. Did Allah say he was black? We just asking a question here. So we have to be real cautious and careful with these writers.
And so in that time frame, you know, that was needed. But in this time frame, it's not needed.
That's correct.
Racism,
That's right.
white supremacy, black supremacy is dead.
Dead, right on.
Color supremacy is dead. Color of law is dead. Anything staining, varnishing, or dying a person's name or character is dead. Now we at number 9. It says that it is easier for a man who denies the truth of Allah, yet loves humanity, to enter paradise. This is a big statement right here. The people that we call Europeans cannot just love. We know we love. They know we love because we let them in our home. We, on the other hand, still love humanity. But they don't love humanity.
Sure don't. Remember them 2 names I was saying earlier? That's the only 2 they love. Anybody else gonna get a bomb.
Right. And this is what our people always knew when they heard this and read, but I don't know what made our people keep going with it. When they heard that in that Bible, yes, when they know God is not a jealous God. That is the red herring, the red flag.
And the wisdom, they said too. To fear God and jealous, all that.
Yes, when you hear that, the jealousy aspect of God, one got to know that's not God.
That's right. And when you even think you yourself are being jealous of another man by the woman, look what that do to you. And we just like that. So that ought to tell us something right then and there on the small level.
Yep, this is the problem. Jealousy belongs to man. That has nothing, that's a personality.
It is.
The Creator don't have a personality. So this is where you come in. You give the Creator
right on
that.
Right on.
By acting whatever you acting out.
Set the record straight.
Yes. So people who have denied the truth of Allah but still love humanity has a better chance of entering the paradise. This is how powerful love is.
Yeah.
This is why the five...
I don't hate nobody myself.
Right. This is why not the 5 pillars of Islam, but the 5 principles.
Yeah.
The 5 divine, I call them. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, which are the names of Allah. These are the... Love come before truth. Because truth cannot be accepted without love. That's why jealousy, God, is not a truth. Because that's an indication of non-loving. Jealousy is not the same as love.
Nope.
And so jealousy has gotten, we see as an enemy.
That's right. It's hatred.
This stuff will, yes, it will crash.
You can hurt somebody.
Right, it will have your spirit to crash.
Yeah.
Into the lower plane. The lower plane crash. Right. 10. Into paradise than it is for a person who claims to be Muslim, but whose heart is full of hate.
I see that. Now you see that.
See, this was not the way of Abraham. Abraham didn't hate. If anyone read, Abraham did not hate. And to understand that a true Muslim cannot hate. That his heart is Islam.
Yeah.
That Islam is his heart.
Yeah.
And a wise man's mouth is his heart.
Yeah.
But the mouth of a fool is his mouth. And so we have to understand what it's saying. Because ourselves got to live it out.
And I'll tell you something I've seen and experienced. A true Muslim ain't going to hate another Muslim because he wants to be an imam, and now they fighting over who wants to lead. I'm seeing this, and that's what happened between his brother Saleh and Hassan.
That's what the Quran will do. It ain't between them, it's because they both got the Quran.
Yeah.
See, this is where you can't fix nothing without having the tool.
Yeah.
If the Quran the problem, you're going to need a tool.
That's right.
So the problem can't fix itself. So 2 men's coming out of 2 false paradigms can never come to a truth.
That's right.
It's impossible.
And it never was. It wasn't didn't no remedy come behind it.
Right. Because now when it comes to the Quran, is who can say Arabic the best.
And that's what.
Who can be more fluent. That ain't got nothing to do with Islam.
That's right.
And matter of fact, just for recorded public purposes, Arabic is not even Islam. So it wouldn't even matter what you're saying. Islam don't have a language.
Right on.
It writes all language. You'll find Islam in all language. French, English, Arabic, Greek. All this is, you will find Islam, because Islam created all these languages.
All language belongs to Allah.
Yes. All languages. So this is what hasn't been told. This is why the land of America. But number 11 says, if any preacher or scholar is so arrogant to judge who will or will not go to heaven. Now you tell me, on the land, where is more on the land than preachers?
Goodness gracious.
I don't think there's more preachers anywhere else than America.
Ooh, we got them about 1 million.
Yes, I'm just showing forth the proof. Yeah. What we speaking on here. Preaching this is the land of the divine. You don't see people in Africa preaching.
No, sure don't. Sure don't, man.
You will find does anybody in America get to talking to them, they'll start preaching to you.
Start preaching to you and then
it's in us, it ain't on us.
Yeah, boy, all of them. And then holler about God, this and them touched them and their spirit and God came in them and oh, wait a minute. You the only one.
Yeah, see, and that's what them books will do. Yeah. It makes you the only one.
Yeah.
You the only imam. No, a lot don't work like that.
I used to question them brothers, Malik and all of them. They gonna drive it in me by Master Farah Muhammad.
Yeah.
I asked the question. I said, wait a minute now. So you telling me that Allah came in the person Master Muhammad and can't come in nobody else, just him alone? You want me to believe this him? He said to me, he said, those who don't believe it ain't got nothing to worry about. But those who believe it, and it is so, then you got a problem. And that's what Brother Malik said to me.
Mm-hmm. And that's where, the cookie crumbles.
I wouldn't submit to that.
Mm-hmm.
No sorry, Bob.
And that's why we at where we at today. We got greater.
That's right.
And so this is why.
That's right.
Because that's that hunch that's been inside you.
That's right.
That has to come and figure it out.
Yeah.
So boom.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now it's here and now it's figured out.
Yeah.
These people here.
Yeah.
But what people didn't know that it's in the name.
There you go.
But not to damage or to do anything to anyone's name or character.
That's right.
But we saying in the search out for truth and finding out the proper meaning of Islam.
Yeah.
And Islam, we know, it did come from Muhammad.
Yeah.
But it didn't come from no Farad Muhammad.
There you go.
Unless you're saying Farad Muhammad was the Muhammad that we got in the Sufism.
Yeah.
And that can't be because he came after.
Right on.
What we have, he gone already.
Right on.
So Noble Drew Ali is the one that come after this man. This 6'10", only one to come after that is Ali.
Right on.
And then who they said was Muhammad right-hand man.
See that? See?
Abu Bakr Ali.
Yeah.
So if we don't know the history, we don't know the history of this land.
Yeah.
We have Ali as our prophet who was behind Muhammad. Mm-hmm. And Allah has brought all this for us, to us.
That's right.
But see, we'll get to Allah through Noble Drew Ali, because he points you to Muhammad.
Right on.
And through Muhammad, he tells you that the Muhammad are Moors.
Right on.
And that's where we have to find our ancient divine creed. This is what led me to all the intense study, because this is what it takes.
Yeah.
And now we have the absolute.
Yeah.
Because it exists.
One other thing,
Allah exists.
Right on. And then all we got to do is go back and look at everything that's been said and done when you look at Master Farah Muhammad. So you mean to tell me that you couldn't find common ground? If someone find out that some leader of your organization been doing wrong, you mean to tell me the only way to extinguish that or eradicate that is to take another man's life in a hail of bullets and right there in front of his family? And you call that Islam?
That's Islam. Persian.
There you go.
Those was the people.
There you go.
I'm glad you just brought that forward.
I'm just pulling some things
because those people that did that, pulling the trigger to our beloved spirit of Islam, Malcolm X.
Yeah.
Those are the same ones that was chasing Noble Drew Ali down the street of New Jersey, Newark.
Yeah.
running them out the Zionist temple because he had done recovered the secrets.
Look at him. Look at that.
And those people are the same people who assassinated him.
That's right.
And guess what happened to Mount? Any point of assassination is a part of this Persian thing.
That's right. That's right.
So all the way down to Tupac. That's all. That's an all Persian assassination.
That's right. That's right.
And we talking about people who look like us, but not us.
But not us. Right on.
This what's been going down, and these people came to our land.
Yeah.
From Africa. When we saying they look like us, but they not us, is saying they came from Africa. So they got the dark skin, but they not American, which is the true dark skin. And so these people, for instance, a dark African and American can get misclassified.
That's right.
A dark, because most people think American has no dark pigment. They think all dark people is African.
Yeah. We got some dark ones over
so,
there too.
Yes, we are the significations of American dark people.
Your father and another guy named Charles Bayer were the blackest thing at the school. Were the darkest thing at the school. And they used to pick at us.
Right. Because they think that's associated with African.
Yeah.
And that's what associated with African is
they would pick at us.
dark. Yeah. Like American didn't have that because they can take over the land.
I was darker than this.
Yes, once you know what dark is, that's the indigenous root. So they can take over as long as dark people don't exist or even know who they are. So that's why dark people had to hate their skin, hate themselves, and look at lighter skins and and look at yourself and say darker people are right because they don't have Islam. All that'll do that to you.
Imagine this being come up in this here and was hearing all this here. Being called Sambo. Tar baby because you black like tar. And they
oil
think,
pan.
And they think they was better than you. Me and Charles Bayer caught hell.
Yeah, you experienced that growing up.
Yeah, we did, man.
Yeah.
And all them bullets back there then, it wasn't like it is now. You had to just accept it and live with it. I remember it just as good.
That's why that point of period, black man is God, was needed. Because he had been beat down so bad, brutally, down below, that he would never think of a positive attribute of himself. Because people of a brighter complexion pushed him down to his lowest. And said, you got to talk and speak and walk like us. And preach like us. We don't preach like them. We don't teach like them. We don't walk like them. The American over here, we got a different walk. And so it tells us, if any preacher or scholar is so arrogant to judge, number 11, to judge who will or will not go to heaven. Number 12, expel them immediately as an impostor against Islam. For only Allah is judge. 13, deal gently. Gently, al-Latif, with the people. And be not harsh. Cheer them and condemn them not. The way of love.
See, that's what it should have been done with Malcolm right there.
Right.
See that?
But he found out a lie. Right,
and he was murdered for that.
Right, because he found what you read earlier, they worshiping demons and not Allah. This is true in fact. So now we at the point where 14 comes in and says, to any who question you and ask, what is the key to heaven? Question mark. Number 15 says, reply to them, the key to heaven is to testify to the truth of Allah and to do good works.
That's the true heaven right there. To testify. What is heaven?
To the
testify. Truth of the law. That's the heaven.
And that's where you get the word ark. That's the word for the truth of Allah. Haka. Haka Allah. The truth of Allah. So that's all we have to do. See, it wasn't joining the Old Testament. It wasn't joining the New Testament. It was you speaking. The testifying.
That's right.
Speaking to testify.
The testament.
Yes.
Testify.
And all you had to do after that was not take any oaths or contracts. It's just do good works.
Yeah.
That's all that needs to be done.
The oath setters.
Yes.
Got you taking oath everywhere.
Right. And that's the shahada, but that's not correct.
That's right.
16, a parrot shall be welcomed into heaven before a person behaving as one.
Look at that.
See, how you live is very important.
I always believe in living a certain way.
This is why.
I didn't never believe in that. I mean, when I was younger.
Yeah, it's in you.
It was just, but it wasn't bringing a whole lot of harm. Well, I mean, it was harming away. But I just believe in enjoying myself and doing the right thing and not harming other people, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the way of Islam.
And that God, beautiful creation. That's what I was guilty of in my young days.
We all can find something we're guilty of. And that's where to testify to the truth of Allah and to do good works comes in. Number 17, any man can mouth praise, but it is by his actions he shall be known.
Easier said than done. Practice what you preach.
These actions are so important. 18, and I ain't talking masonry, doing travel. Now we see where Masons get that word from. Muslim sons. During travel, Allah's apostle was asked about the details of heaven. 19. Any man who speaks in great detail concerning the nature of paradise. 20. And promise you endless gardens and virgin companions as if you were kings is a liar and is an imposter. And that's what's in the Quran. And see, and that's where the rubber meets the road once again. Endless garden is mentioned in the Quran.
Endless garden.
Just like it's mentioned in the Bible. Road paved with gold. Everything you see down here with human characteristics.
Yeah, boy, look at here.
See, so when we talking about apostle, Allah's apostles.
Yeah.
See, so Islam and Esau had the 12 disciples, and when they became the 12 masters, they became the 12 apostles. And you see the name here, apostles. They was apostles of Allah, just like Esau. Prophets are apostles. Rasul in our Sufyan American language. So 19 says, 21 says, and any man who follows such a teacher is a fool. See, and this is what Allah can't stop no one from doing.
Yeah.
It can't stop you from following the fool.
Yeah.
The teachers that we have had for the past since Malcolm X,
yep.
and since Malachi York been incarcerated.
That's right.
We haven't had no teachers.
That's right. That's right. I agree with that. I agree with that.
And this is why we in the state of emergency we in now.
That's right.
That these young souls have to merge now.
That's right.
Because if not, we finna go into what we didn't want to see, and that's them bringing that war to our land. This is what they doing behind closed doors.
They showing up doing.
But people don't know that because they sanctifying themselves and calling themselves Christians, which means you bringing the war to your own home.
That's what I've been thinking. That right there. If we ain't get that alert for nothing.
Right, these are alerts, but people don't. Alert. They are ignorant. They self-ignorant, which means they go into the abyss. These people are acting like they not Christians. They acting like their religion is not in the war right now, and they acting like God makes religious wars. Mm-hmm. There's a question to be answered. All your Joel Osteens, your Bundys, and your they should be profiled.
That's right.
They should be lining up. It should be live public broadcasters right now.
That's right. Ain't saying no money.
This show you that they are paid by the same war that is going on. Yep. Meaning they've been warned on Islam or the people of America.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Who serve the true laws of Allah. That's why we ain't did nothing yet. Mm-hmm. We've been waiting on Allah to return. And Allah has returned after 2,000 years and returned and gave all people back their omnipotent power called KOS. This is what everybody is granted to. This is not occult knowledge. This is public knowledge now. This is open knowledge. Open for all to come in, all to see, all to hear, grab, take, whatever you have to do. You need to get back what's yours, and you need to do it fast. Right. And so this is why the portal is open. Allah has made us a portal for us to walk in and to be safe and to carry out whatever's supposed to be carried out. Remember, we follow any teacher. A teacher is a preacher or a scholar. So 22, concern yourself only in doing good works. Oh boy, look at that. Look at that. Concern yourself. Oh. They always ask you what you do. Doing good works. Concern yourself only in doing good works. And your reward will be beyond imagination. Your reward will be beyond imagination. Meaning your creative powers of imagination is not even greater than the reward that you will get from doing good works. We just read that's what is salam. It's the same as salam. As it is written in heaven, so it is written in the Sufyan Islam. Al-Sufyan Islam. So we are called the Sufyans of Allah. The Sufyans Americans. The Moorish Sufyan Americans. Murab Dukan is what it was before these Europeans came. After the European came, now we have Moors, Blackamoor is the way that word come from. Moor come off the word Blackamoor. And so the creator never created a Blackamoor, but Allah created a Murab Dukan, Al Murab Dukan, Sufyan American. So peace and love and KOS.